Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Subscribers have started flooding in again, I don't know why. But here we are at beautiful San Diego Airport, our home base for Jet and Airways. And it's looking beautiful, as it always does. And as we pan around, you can see it's not a bad day. A little bit of cloud floating around, but not bad, not a bad day. A good day for a city tour. Yep, we're going to do another one of our famous city tours. The last one was Chicago. If you missed that, go back to the last video. We did a little low and slow flight around the city of Chicago, daytime and nighttime, and it was just breathtaking, just stunning. So today we're going to have a look around San Diego. Of course, it's an add-on that I have put on where I operate my hubs for the Jet and Airways. I always try, if I can, to install the city and the add-on for that particular airport. And just to make it stunning, I don't do all the airports and all the add-ons. I mainly just concentrate on where I'm flying and where the hubs are for Jet and Airways. So today we're going to have a look around beautiful San Diego. Now we're not in our normal spot. Normally we're parked over there by the main terminal for our 737 flights and commuter flights. Today we're in a different location. We're down the other end. We're down the end, the city end. If you're looking for us anytime, pop into head office, pop into this little office here, because sometimes I'm going to be in here now, spending a bit of time over here, because this is the branch for our small parcels and freight delivery, and also our sightseeing tours, our charter flights. And here is the head office building right here for our charter flights. Here it is, right down this end. Beautiful little building. And of course I've been busy buying planes for our little charter flights. I'm in the process of buying 3 small bug crushers, if you like to call them that. 3 small planes for our city hops and our charter flights, our scenic flights. And I'll reveal what planes those are. I'm getting them from the marketplace. And I'm going to be pretty fussy. I'm only going to get very, very good quality planes, okay? Payware planes. I've decided to lift my game. I'm not going to install or buy any more rubbish. I've got so many in the hangar that sort of are half good. They look half good, or they're half working, or things don't work, and they're not rendered properly. They're not what you call study level good quality planes. So I'm getting rid of those. I'm having a big auction, okay? We're going to sell all those doogie planes. I've lifted my game. I'm only going to get really good quality planes for the Jet and Airways now, particularly the little ones for our flight seeing and charter flights and our small freight, small parcel deliveries. Now, the first purchase I've made already, so I'm going to reveal that today. I'm going to show you. It is an unbelievably good plane. It's had fantastic reviews. And the first of 3 that I'm going to buy for the airline. And of course, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Come back a little bit. Here we go. Oh yeah, it is the Cessna 414 Chancellor. And it is amazing. The textures on this little plane, you just wouldn't believe. I've been completely blown away. The more time I spend with it, the more time I look at it, the more I am amazed. There is always something to see with this little plane. Look at the detail on the little light there on the end of the wing. You see that? The detail and the texturing on this little Chancellor 414 is just amazing. I mean, that looks like a real light. It doesn't look like it's painted, does it? Get close enough. It looks like you can actually reach out and touch the lens. It is just incredible. Now, this plane is study level, but at the same time, you can get in and fly it. It is available on the marketplace. And I had a couple of little hops around yesterday in it. It is quite easy to fly. But like a lot of study level planes, they can be easy to fly, but hard to get good at. In other words, you can get up and fly in them, but if you want to become really efficient and proficient at these planes, you need to spend the time doing a little bit of study, a bit of research, a bit of practice, and really learn all about the plane and the functions and the avionics and such. So I'm going to start my career in this little plane today. I know how to get it up and off the ground, but we're going to work on learning all the little details, how to fly it properly, how to navigate the autopilot, how to land. I'm going to start my career with this plane. Now, I have bought another plane. I will show you that later. And there's still one more that I want to buy, a beautiful little plane on the marketplace that we will use for our city hops and charter flights. Doug in Australia already has this little plane. He loves it. He's told me all about it, and I know it's a beautiful, a great little plane for sightseeing, little charter flights. So we're going to be getting that one, and I'll reveal that one to you in a few days when I actually have it. But today it's all about the Cessna 414. This is the star of the show today, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the rivets. Every little nut and bolt and rivet on there is just textured amazing. It's not a brand new plane. This plane has seen quite a few hours. You can see the windows, the scratches on the glass and the windows. See a bit of weathering on the bodywork and the rivets there. It is just very, very beautifully rendered. Okay, but there's a lot more, guys. There is a lot more. Let's jump into the cockpit. Okay, now this is where the fun really starts. Now if you come down here, we have got our little tablet. If you click on that, it just comes up. That is absolutely beautiful how that works. You turn it on like this, and here we go. Here's all your basic static stuff you need to organize your plane and your flight while you're on the ground. Basically, you've got your chocks, engine plugs, the tie downs, static wicks, pilot covers, everything is here. Ground power unit. Okay, I'll show you the ground power unit. Now this is where it really gets amazing. This is amazing. The animations of the doors and the storage and the cargo. Have a look at this. Cabin upper door, cabin lower door, the nose door. See the nose door come up? This is for storage. Another nose door will come up. See the speed in which the animations move? They are just absolutely perfect and spot on. Wing locker and wing locker. Got wing lockers. Okay, so let's jump outside and have a look at this now. Now look at this. Look at this for storage space. Look at that. Look at that. Now see the engine covers in here, the red engine covers, so the weather can't get into the engine. There's our little unit there, our little power unit. Let's have a look at our little power unit. Okay, here we go. Jet. This is our special jet in cargo unit. Though we call it the Jet Go. Okay, especially for Jet in Airways. It's our Jet in Airways orange color. And this is our special little power unit that I've purchased for Jet in Airways, just for our little charter flights and little planes. Now have a look at the storage. Have a look at the storage here. Look at the weather around. Look at the textures inside the storage area. You can almost read the labels. Now the weathering around the door. Look underneath the door, inside the door, the weathering there. This plane has done some hours, guys. It really has done some hours. But look at the textures, the wearing of the paint around the edges of the door. That is just beautiful. It really is. Now, speaking of storage, we've also got storage in the wing area here. The wing lockers, they're called. And when we're doing our parcel, our mail delivery, small parcels delivery, we can load up all these storage areas with freight and parcels and mail heading off into bush or remote areas, okay? Could be medical supplies, could be mail, could be anything. but we can use this out in the wop-wops. Now look at the carpet. Look at the carpet. That is old style, old school carpet. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that look fantastic? Just looks awesome. The textures on the wings there, come around here. Now also we have, we can also open up these covers and check out the engine. Okay, let's see if we can do that here. Maintenance, here we go. Fuel caps, we can open the fuel cap and see how much fuel we have on board. Oil doors, hydraulic reserve, engine doors. Okay, let's have a look at our engine and do a bit of maintenance and check things out, shall we? And here we are. Look at this. Push the right key. Now here's our engine here. Get my view in the right place. Look at this. Look at this engine. Try and get a bit closer, but not too close. My controls are moving around too fast. Look at the detail on that engine. The door, the textures. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? There's our chocks down there and our tie downs. But you can get right in. You can get your hands dirty on this engine. I feel if I reach out and touch it, I'm going to get oil all over my nice dressing gown. It was incredible. I could smell it. I could smell the oil. I can smell the grease. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is boys stuff, okay? We're in the boys domain now. Oh yeah, grubby, dirty oil and smells. So there it is. Now also we've got a dipstick up here. Well, there's a dipstick on the controls at the moment as well. I'm the pilot, I'm a bit of a dipstick. Now here you can check the fuel. I think it's fuel. Is it fuel or oil? I think it must be fuel. Can we bring out the dipstick? Can we see it? I'm not sure. But there we got the fuel cap off. We can fill up the oil. Oh, here's the dipstick over here, guys. Here's the dipstick. Here we are. We've got the dipstick pulled out so we can actually check the level of the fuel. Oh, I think it might be the oil. Could be the oil, or I'm trying to get a bit closer to the dipstick so I can see. There's the dipstick. Okay, and you can see the, don't know if you can see the mark where the oil is or where the fuel is. I think it's oil, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, guys. But isn't that unbelievable? Oh, look at that down in the engine there. That is unbelievable. It is just brilliant. The detail they've gone to. Some people say in the reviews that this is the best textured plane that we have in the simulator at the moment. The best and well modeled and textured small plane that we have in the simulator. That's how good it is, guys. And I just love it. So I'm going to spend some time getting to know this plane, just like I did with the 737. I got it up and flying pretty quickly, but I've spent months flying the 737 now, and I can pretty much do anything that I want to do in the 737 as far as starting it up and systems and flying from A to B. There was a lot to learn, and I'll continue learning the 737. But I'm going to start getting my teeth into some of these little planes, especially this one with so much detail. I can spend months on this one now, learning all the details, learning how to fly it, learning how to get the most out of this little plane for Jet In Airways. So let's go inside. We'll go inside and we'll shut all the doors, chocks, plugs. Okay, shut all the doors. We'll turn off the ground power unit because it was a bit noisy. We'll put the fuel cap back on. We'll close the engine doors, so that is all good there. Now here we can choose our passengers. Okay, this is our passengers. Now if we choose our passenger, here we are. We can click on here and we can decide how many passengers we want. How many people have booked a tour today? How many people are on our city tour around San Diego? Let's fill it up. Okay, let's fill it up. Okay. Right, now if we have a look back here, if we have a look back here, here we go. They are all sitting there in the plane ready to go. They are all sitting there ready to go. Now I wanted to show you something else. I can't see it with all the passengers sitting there. I'll just let the passengers get out for a second while I show you something, because this is unbelievably cool. Okay, now see here, we've got all the animations in the cabin at the back. You watch this, guys. We bring that down, out comes the fold out table, and there are our coffee cup holders. Oh yes, gotta have coffee cup holders. You've got to have coffee cup holders. That is bloody brilliant. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, it closes. That is incredible. And of course the armrests and everything go up as well. There we go. The animations are just unbelievable. Now, what I want to show you here is we'll go around. We'll have. I should have done this while the door and the stairs were out, but never mind. I will show you this. I will show you this anyway. Go this way. We'll go into the cabin here. My move around sticks are moving too fast at the moment. Okay, so this is the cabin. We're in the back cabin. Those beautiful luxury chairs there. I tell you guys, this is Qantas first class. Okay. This is Air New Zealand first class. There's our door that opens. Everything is animated. Now look at the mural on the back wall. They've got a mural on the back wall. It looks like the cockpit of the plane. Oh, these jolly controls are annoying. They're just moving. They're too sensitive, you know. There's a mural on the back wall, so it looks like you're looking at the cockpit at the front of the plane. That is clever. Now what I love, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this beer fridge. Oh yeah, that's the biggest and best beer fridge I've ever had on any plane. Man, we could fill that up with some beers and all sorts of things, can't we? But this is the cargo area. I love the carpet, the strap downs, the tie downs. Everything is working. Got coat hangers there. The seats, the cushions, just lovely. Qantas first class. Air New Zealand. Look at this, just lovely. And then we'll come up into the cockpit. We've got some other cabins. Got my leather bag there with my documents and papers. Another little cabinet here that all opens up. It's all animated. And then we come into the cockpit. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, so in the cockpit here, okay, we can, like I said, we can choose all our passengers. I'll show you the passengers, okay? I'll show you who we've got on board here today. Let's go out here. Here we go. Here's all the passengers. There's plenty of them. Get my camera in the right place. There's plenty of them. They're all sitting here ready for they're all sitting here ready for their city tour, okay? Just beautifully modelled. Can't seem to get my camera at the right angle at the moment. There we go. Just beautifully modelled. You can decide how many passengers you want. Incredible. Okay, so we're going to get the plane fired up, and we're going to do our little city tour around. Actually, I'm going to get rid of these passengers because I'm just starting with this plane. I'm learning to fly it. I'm getting the hang of it, and this is my first proper flight that I'm going to do, really. So I'm not going to take any passengers until I'm confident, until I'm proficient, until I fly this thing really, really well. And when I can do that and do it properly and provide a good service, then and only then I will start to load up my passengers and provide some nice services and some city tours. Okay, so let's get this bird fired up in the air, and I'll show you how she flies. Now also, of course, update 10 is here. When I turned on my computer this morning, I got the message, update 10 is available, so I clicked on download. It downloaded, it installed. Didn't take too long, not too long at all. And if you have a look at that in your menu, it will give you a big long list of all the things that have been fixed and updated. Too many for me to read out. And to be totally honest, there's a lot of stuff in there I do not even understand. But we're going to take this for a flight, and we're going to see if it is any better than what it was before. I mean, the actual simulator. Does it run better than what it was before? Well, I was pretty happy with it the way it was before. And I think I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time in simulator to see all the benefits of the latest update 10. If you're a real pilot or a real professional flight simmer, you may notice straight away the little things in the systems and the performance. You may pick them up straight away, but someone like me who is just a casual fun flyer, there are things going on in the background of these planes and simulators that I will never ever know about, nor will I ever understand. As long as it doesn't crash the desktop and everything flies smoothly, I'm as happy as a sand dog. Okay. Now we've checked down here, the fuel pumps are on. Okay, so we're going to come over here and we're going to turn on our main battery and things and stuff. We'll turn these on. Am I doing everything properly? I'm not sure. I need to do a bit of research here. Okay, this is the engine primer. I'll turn it over to the right. Hold it over to the right. Okay, we've got an engine start. I'll bring my throttle up a little bit. Take my mixtures up about there, I think, at this stage. Hopefully I've got my park brake on. Have I got my park brake on? Yep. Park brake is down there. Okay, so let's start the left engine. We'll hold down our left primer for about 5 to 10 seconds. Here we go, we've got another engine start, that is good. Now the sounds in this plane are unbelievably good, and the people who've done the reviews on it have agreed with me, and they all concur. The sound is absolutely amazing. Apparently one of the developers actually has one of these planes for real, so they just basically took that plane and they replicated it in the simulator, every little detail of the plane. The seats, the upholstery, the controls, everything in the plane is replicated because one of the developers had the actual real plane to work on. So that is just awesome. Now have a look here at the window. Let's open the window. We can open it like this. Hear the sound, how it changes when you open the window. It gets a lot louder. So let's close it and lock it. Up here we've got our sun visor. I love this color. I don't like those orange or some of the colors of the sun visors, just disgusting. But this one is a lovely sort of a green color, very cool and relaxing sort of a color. It's very nice. And this one as well. Beautiful. Now also in the tablet here, I didn't do it, but we could have done it and should have done it. If we turn it on, we can go to fuel. Now have a look at this. I just love this. It is so good. We've got a little aeroplane here. You slide it along and it shows you the range on which you can travel according to how much fuel you have loaded. So I just grab the plane like that and I move it along. I won't do it now. I did it the other day. Oh, there we go. You move these along and the little plane moves along there, and you can load up your fuel. And here we go, I can go 747 nautical miles. Isn't that bloody brilliant? So simple and easy to use. You can fill it right up. You just adjust your fuel levels here. That is just fantastic. I love that. Here are your passengers. Pre-flight inspection. Here's all your notes for your pre-flight inspection and checklists. Wind speed display. You can check out the wind speed. Here we go. We got our wind speed traveling in this direction here. Maintenance and equipment, chocks and brakes and nose doors and opening your doors, everything there. Oh, it is just so cool, guys. It is just so cool. Very, very cool. Look at that. That is brilliant. I love this little plane. Okay. Right, let's taxi out to the runway and we'll do a little hop, a little sightseeing trip around San Diego. Now this is just a practice. We don't have any customers on board because I'm still doing my training and my learning with this plane. When I'm confident and I can do a good flight, provide a good service, then I will load up the customers and do a charter flight around San Diego. Okay, so let's take off our park brake here. Already the plane starts to move. So let's head over to the active runway, which is down here. Now I notice it's not really, what happened there? Okay. I notice it's not pulling to the left or pulling to the right like some of the other little planes do on the ground. The ground handling is just fantastic. My Banderanti, it keeps pulling to the left. It is a real pain in the butt. I cannot figure out, and it's just a real pain to try and handle on the ground. Some of those little planes, but this ground handling is just really, really good. I'm liking it. I've just got to get used to it basically. It scoots along quite fast. You've got to bring your throttles down, make sure you're not overspeeding. You've got to tap your brakes. Like I said, I'm not proficient at this yet. This is a practice for me. So you won't see a lot today as far as good piloting or correct procedures, guys, I'm afraid. But we're just taking this baby up for a little spin, get some practice under our belt. But hear the sound as I'm touching the brake, the squeaks, the groans. Hear that? The rudder pedals moving. Every little sound is here. Oh, get in the right place. Okay. Alright. Okay, here we go. Flaps. Do we need some flaps? Not sure if we need some flaps on takeoff. I'll do some flaps. Okay, I'm not worrying about lights or too much. Let's bring our throttles up. Right, we're trying to keep it in the middle of the runway. Gear up. It is just so smooth and easy to fly. This is only the second time I've got in this to have a go at it, and it is just so easy and smooth to fly. Look at that scenery, San Diego. It's available in the marketplace. Now I don't want to go up too high because we're doing a low and slow city tour, so I'll probably keep it about here. I haven't figured out all the autopilot, how all the autopilots work yet. Okay, flaps up. I haven't figured out all that yet. Okay, so I've got a lot of work to do on this plane. A lot of work to do. I didn't turn my avionics master on. Here we go. My avionics master. Now the autopilot. You can do all here. Navigation, and here, heading hold, altitude hold, everything done along here. And bring my throttles back a little bit. I'm just going to use my trim to keep it at a reasonable sort of altitude as I do my little loop of the city here. Not going to do anything. Not doing anything too technical or advanced. Okay, I'm just dead reckoning, flying it by hand, just to do a little bit of a loop of the city. Just to practice, really. Just a practice. Look at the scratches on the glass there where people have cleaned it. Maybe their wedding ring or the jewelry have scratched the glass over the years. This plane has really done a lot of hours. Okay, so we'll come around here. Very easy to handle, very smooth. You can fly this from A to B, and you do not even need to turn on the autopilot, okay? Just use your trim to keep it at a stable level flight, and just fly where you want to fly by hand. It's brilliant. Just do a bit of dead reckoning. Fly, go by your landmarks or by the territory that you know, the area that you know. Just navigate your way. Use the highways, the roads, the trees, the buildings, and just navigate your way around by sight. So easy to fly. Once you get it trimmed, it'll just stay there nice and smoothly. Yeah, I'm pretty much trimmed up nicely now, so it'll just cruise along here and I can enjoy the scenery. Here we go. Beautiful. Cessna, the Cessna 414AW Chancellor. Amazing. Okay, so we're just going to do a little loop of the city, and then we will come in and land at San Diego. Look at that wing view, eh? That's beautiful. So I'll bring my throttles back. You can't go too fast in these little planes. Bring my throttles down, maybe a bit of flaps. See if I can just loop down here and land the plane without any dramas. Like I said, it's only the second time I've jumped in this plane and tried to practice or do something, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I'll spend some time today just flying around and practicing. Here is the city here, guys. Look at this San Diego Central Business Area. Beautiful. I think once I'm a bit more confident with this, I'll put some passengers on board and we'll do a proper little city tour. Got our gear down. Let's see how we go, right? This could be exciting, guys. I need some practice here. This is only my second time, okay? I'm pretty much a dummy of a pilot, so if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's a bit sensitive. I'm not used to these little planes. Oops, bouncing a bit. Bouncing like crazy. There we go. I do need some practice before I start taking passengers and start doing any tours. Let's pull off here to the side. There we go. We'll head back down to our office where we departed from. Isn't it a cute little plane? It's a beautiful looking little plane. Bit windy out there today. I can hear the wind. But yeah, very, very easy to fly. Only my second time. So I need to do some practice and get some nice smooth landings going here with this. But this is going to be a great little plane for our little mountain flights, our bush trips, small parcel mail delivery, scenic flights over mountains and around the cities at night time and daytime. Really nice plane, and it's going to take a bit of practice to get the hang of it. But just absolutely stunningly modeled and textured. Really beautiful. I can strongly recommend it, guys. Strongly recommend it as a little plane for your little trips. Right, here we are. Parking brake on. And that's it. That's it, guys. If I can do it, anyone can do it. My first real flight in this, apart from my little practice the other day. And everything went swimmingly well. So I'm going to spend some time sorting out my startups so that I can do good startups, go through the right procedure. Landings and takeoff, I'm going to work on those over the next few days before we start taking passengers on our little sightseeing trips. Update 10 I have installed. Everything seems to work fine. I always worry about updates, if things are still going to work or not. Sometimes you do an update and things get broken and it can be worse. But with update 10, no crash to desktops. My frame rate has been absolutely smooth today, just beautiful. Can't see anything wrong. So have a look at update 10. Go through the list of things that are mentioned in the update. Yeah, have a great day flying, guys. Keep happy. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We're just casual fun flyers here, just sharing the hobby. I'm not an expert or a real pilot, so you won't see anything too intelligent or technical. We just have fun here. but welcome. Hope you enjoy the content and the videos. Feel free to make a comment. Any helpful tips and suggestions are always welcome. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you again very soon. Over and out.